Alright, today we're taking a look at graphing inequalities. These are two of the problems off your papers, and these are two of the more difficult problems off the paper. This first one is y is less than or equal to 6 minus 2x. First thing you need to remember is you have less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. These two, you're going to make dashed lines. When it's less than, you're going to shade below that line. On greater than, again, this is one where you have a dashed line, and you're going to shade above that line. Less than or equal to, we make a solid line. Because it's equal, we can include that in our answers, and we're going to shade below it. When we have greater than or equal to, we're going to make a solid line, and we're going to shade above it. That's where it's greater. In this case, this is a little out of order from our usual y is equal to mx plus b, aside from being an inequality. But we can treat it like the line when we start to graph. We have our graph here, and mine's not a neat grid, so yours will be a lot easier since it's on the grid. We're going to start off at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This positive 6 is our y-intercept. It's where the line crosses the y-axis. That means this negative 2 is our slope. That's a negative 2 over 1, which means we're going to go down 2 and over 1 to the next point. So we go down 1, 2, over 1. That's where our next point is. Down 1, 2, over another 1. That's where our next point is. Since this is equal, we're going to make a solid line that goes down through there. I would recommend going ahead and making as many points as you can. You can even enter y is equal to 6 minus 2x into your calculator and check the table to get as many points as possible. In this case, it's y is less than. I know I'm going to shade below, so I go for my y-intercept, and I think to myself, what's less than or equal to 6? Well, it's all these, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 0, and further down that way. So I'm going to take my pen, and I'm going to lightly shade underneath it. Everything that falls below that line is a correct answer. Anything up above it is not going to work. On the next one, we have kind of a similar situation. This is our y-intercept over here, where we would usually find our slope. But we know this negative 3/5 is our slope because it's the coefficient of our x. It's in front of the x. That means it's the slope. Again, we start off on our graph. We go up 5 to our y-intercept. It's positive 5. This is a negative 3/5. Again, we have a negative slope. So we're going to be going down 3 over 5. That's how that fraction split up. It's perfect. We go down 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where our next dot is going to be. Now this one is just a less than. If we go back and look at our guide, less than means we're going to have a dashed or dotted line, however you want to say that. So it's going to look like that. Now remember, a lot more of these on your paper are going to be positive slopes. They're going to go up from left to right. These just happen to both be negative. They're going to go down. And again, y is less than. These are the numbers that are less than 5, so we're going to shade down here below in order to make our graph correct.